competition, but really they'll never be me. Cause I got the energy. I got the energy. Tell me you.
It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining. Now that we're past the trade deadline, Greg, what's crucial as we head into the All-Star break?
Well, for teams that traded for players to try to make them comfortable, and for teams that stood pat to continue pounding that rock and building chemistry.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Zach LaVine is out there with Williams. Then it's White. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Reed in at the 5 spot. From deep, Williams. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. The kick out to Young. Pass to Okongwu. Goes up to the stripe. Connects. The jumper drops.
In terms of playmaking, Trey is as good as they come.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Outside, White. Reed. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Hey, Steve, the Bulls haven't been to the finals since 1998, Michael Jordan's last season in Chicago.
Kevin, hard to believe, but that tells you how difficult it is to get to the finals. Also, just how important a generational player like MJ can be.
Now here's Murray. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Murray is screen on White. Young against White. Shots good from Young.
When you have a slick ball handler like Trae Young, you can run pick and roll as much as you like.
Reed finds Edwards. For Murray, Edwards can't hit. Hawks are gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Outside, Bogdanovich. Good on the triple.
With unlimited range, Bogdanovich forces you to extend your defense.
Here's Edwards. And it's sent back by Okongwu.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
And there's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now the pass to Murray. Fires for 3.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
LaVine for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
This is what we love about the NBA. Epic matchups almost every night. What other sport has that? The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
And looking at the stats, Bojan, one of the more prolific corner 3 shooters, he loves that spot.
He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Anthony Edwards.
And what a stretch it's been for him. I mean, it goes beyond the score, which he has had no problem doing. He's been all over the small things that take a shooting guard from good to great. And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Atlanta.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. 7-point differential. Hey, Steve, looking at Zach LaVine now, still a very impressive score.
He's just so consistent, Kevin, capable of connecting from anywhere on the floor. He's really put in the work to be a lights-out scorer.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Right the pass to LaVine. Over Bogdanovich. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort. Young
outside. Okongwu kicks to Murray. chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bulls trail by 7. And here's Edwards from the arc. And nothing seems to work as that one misses, and he's 0 for 5.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Bulls, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, Atlanta, down 5 spots from them.
And right now for the Hawks, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
Here's Murray after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Charity stripe shot. Okongwu's shot is good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
There's 1:34 left in the first. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Fast break, the Hawks. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Stellar defense from Bogdanovich. His teammates have to love that one.
Bulls trail by 9. Williams, a screen on Bogdanovich. LaVine finds Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Here's Bogdanovich. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Murray. Williams with the block.
That's what they want from Patrick. Active, aggressive, in-your-face defense.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Bays checked in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Murray. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Robinson's checked in for Reed. Green comes in for Williams. Alex Caruso is checked in for LaVine. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Kobe White. Here's Marjanovic. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Bogdanovich dishes to Johnson. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. For the 3. Robinson pulls it in. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Rebound, Atlanta.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. What a performance for Bojan Bogdanovich. He has been the story for the Hawks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Taking a look at the Bulls. Edwards is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Torrey Craig. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Passes to Bay. To the middle. And Griffin scores. The assist by Bay.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Eyes again. And Robinson with the layup. Robinson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Young pass to Bay. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Down low. Stolen by Robinson. Ball feeling it out a bit. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. It's Chicago with another bucket.
A good read by Edwards, playing at his pace and carving out space for that shot.
Here we are, Greg, watching Atlanta. This team has a lot of firepower.
And some great scores, Kevin. They don't just launch threes. They like to work for good shots inside the arc as well.
And for players, Steve, being traded is always a possibility. Deep down, how challenging is it hearing your name in the rumor mill?
Kevin, it's very challenging, especially when you're happy where you are and your family is happy. No question, it's one of the few downsides of being an NBA player, being traded.
Green, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. Edwards with another miss.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
Not just a scorer, Bogdanović shows excellent feel as a playmaker. That was a nice find.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Trae Young has been talking smack from a young age. He said if I was doing something nice, I wanted to let them know about it. Once he got to the NBA, Trae says, I was more of a fan of the guys I was going against. Once I got out of that mindset and started being competitive, talking a little trash, that's when everything clicked. Kevin?
David, not shy at all. Thank you.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Edwards. Here he goes. Green. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Young drives in. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
And getting aggressive and creative. That was finding ways to create space on the floor.
Bogdanović with it. Robinson picks him up. Young with no one around. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanović. Young's got 7 points.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Johnson. Hunter comes in for Saddiq Bey. Bogdanović is checked in for Griffin. And Murray subbed in for Bogan Bogdanović. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Reed, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Williams comes in for Green. Levine's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Kobe White in for Lonzo Ball. Here's Edwards. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds in the game. Right wing. Murray for 3. Rebound collected by Levine.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
His rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Young for 3. Atlanta again missing.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Murray against Edwards. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And the Hawks with possession here. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Atlanta making a switch here. Bogdanović is checked in. Pulls on defense. Here's Murray. The shot missing. White with the defensive effort. And a guy who fills up the stat sheet across the board, Steve. DeJounte Murray.
His length and athleticism shows up at both ends, Kevin. A good rebounder for a guard. And beyond the numbers, he comes up with some clutch plays.
Okongwu with a screen on Edwards. Bogdanović wide open. It's a very good look and converts. Bogdanović has got 4 this quarter. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
Kobe White has a lightning-quick first step, which sticks in your mind if you're a defender.
Bulls making a switch here. Ball's checked in. The Hawks trail by 3. Murray right side. That one rolling around and rims out. Chicago's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Back to Bogdanovich. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Here's Levine. Another shot. Reed gets the bucket. Reeves got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And you know, for that matchup with the Cavaliers, if you go by the rankings, the teams look even. But to be honest, I don't think that tells the whole story, Shaq. I mean, I'm curious to see how it goes.
What part of the story doesn't it tell? Lay it on the line, brother. Lay it on the line, Kenny.
And let's take a look back at the first half. The Bulls are in a close one.
You know, the entire coaching staff loves the way they're playing. Sharing is caring, and these guys are playing for one another right now. It's awesome to see.
Judging from the oohs and the ahs in the studio, I think we all agree. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Bojan Bogdanović with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. Bogdanović out there with Hunter. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Oh, did you see that?
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
Now Okongwu, 8 points for him. Murray kicks to Hunter. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Hunter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Bulls leading. Steve, thinking back to the 2018 draft, Atlanta made a trade that day with major ramifications.
Kevin, yes they did. At the core of it, it was Young for Doncic. It might have been easy to second guess at first, but Young has had an enormous impact on the Hawks.
Drops in the trade.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Edwards passes to Reed. Williams kicks to Edwards. Williams a screen on Murray. Edwards, that's good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Okongwu with the screen for Young. And Okongwu slams it in.
Woo, the timing of Young's passes in pick and roll, absolutely impeccable.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Trae Young.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
White finds Reed, and the Bulls another three.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only one miss in 5 attempts.
Pass to Okongwu. Dishes it to Young. And Okongwu slams it in.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Inside, Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Attacking, putting his handprint all over this game. He has that ability from a point guard to jam it home.
There's a good screen. Right the pass to Reed. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Stolen by Levine. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Steve, what I love about Okongwu is how he uses his body and gets the most out of it.
Kevin, he has crazy athleticism for an undersized center. He's stout on defense and uses that quickness when he has the ball.
Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
I just hate seeing this, but no need to jump the gun. Let's see what it turns out to be.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Johnson, he's checked in for Hunter. And it's Bogdan Bogdanović in for Trae Young. Here's Murray. And it's White with the rebound. Chicago leading by 4. Outside Edwards. Back to Robinson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Robinson's got 8 points.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Murray kicks to Bogdanović. And they get it. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 8 rebounds in this game. Levine's shot is off. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Murray down low, guarded by Levine.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
The Hawks trail by 6. Bogdanović passes to Murray. Johnson in the corner. There's the triple. Chicago grabs the miss. Robinson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Levine. Bogdanović grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Murray for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Reed's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Edwards can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Bogdanović sets the pick for Bogdanović. Atlanta again missing. The Bulls leading by 6. White with it, now guarded by Murray. Levine for 3. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Here's Edwards, and there's the drive, and Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, aggressive drive by Edwards, going into attack mode on that one.
30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Murray dishes to Bogdanović. A baseline J. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight. Edwards finds Reed. And the 3-ball is good. Reed's got 6 in the quarter.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Here is Murray. Pass to Okongwu. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Chicago to start the fourth. Torrey Craig is out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Edwards in at the shooting guard position. And the dunk by Robinson.
Nice speed from Lonzo Ball to the wide open man. He has a good eye for those openings.
Wide open look here for Murray. Misses the three.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Craig can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 6. A kicks to Murray. Here's Griffin. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. The next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Time now for an injury report. Now for an update on Trae Young's injury. Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Hawks head athletic trainer. The belief right now is that it's a high ankle sprain. Now, they're still running tests, but the swelling is making that a little more complicated. We'll have to sit the rest of this one out, and it's unclear how much longer he'll be out afterwards. Evan?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it, as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
Robinson passes to Edwards. Shot from the top of the key. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bulls lead by 5.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Johnson with a screen on Robinson. And then Johnson with the jam.
Good ball handler and passer. Bogdanovic is very effective in the pick and roll.
Ball against Murray. Here's Edwards. Second chance shot. Bay pulls it in.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
For the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for Johnson. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Bay. Then for the Bulls, Reed, he's checked in for Robinson. Williams comes in for Ball. And Levine subbed in for Alex Caruso.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Pulls up on the elbow, and it's Levine that time on the assist by White. And that's 10 points for Zach LaVine.
Great use of the mid-range. LaVine going old school.
Bogdanovic sets the pick for Hunter. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. Murray scanning the floor from downtown, and it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Bogdanovic.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Here's LaVine. Bullseye. 12 points for Zach LaVine.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Here's Bogdanovic for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
For Chicago, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
The pass to Hunter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Aggressive inside. When Hunter attacks, good things happen. Love the initiative.
And both free throws good for Hunter.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Edwards finds Reed. Now Levine gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Bulls lead by 4.
The coaching staff needs Zach LaVine to perform at his best when it matters, and he did it.
Murray, no good. Chicago is gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Edwards. AD by Bogdanovich. Hawks have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And the foul on Patrick Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th quarter. Murray, good.
You won't see this young man turn down big shots. Murray believes in himself, and so does this team.
Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
The Hawks trail by 4. Murray with it. Williams picks him up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
An efficient free throw shooter. Bogdanovich is made for big moments.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
Bean passes to Reed. Levine feeling it out a bit. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. This is it to Murray. To tie it up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Murray's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Yes, DeJounte Murray in the clutch.
It's Edwards on the wing. Levine inside the three-point line. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, the opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. Now, with this game up for grabs, Coach told his guys to think positive. He said, "We know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. I need you to show me right now that you want this. Can they get it done? We'll see, guys."
Thank you, David. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. For 3, Murray. He can't get that one to fall. Williams for 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Murray against Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Murray for 3. Can't get the 3 to fall.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
We have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. We've got Anthony Edwards. Williams is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Zach LaVine, and it's White in at the point guard. And Bogdanovich kicks to Murray. Over White. Reid with the block. Right side, Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
What I appreciate about Patrick is that he plays his role well. Doesn't play outside of himself.
And Williams drops them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Bogdanovich dishes to Okongwu. Murray kicks to Okongwu. To the inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
And Chicago shooting well. They're at 45%. Pass to Reed and stolen by Murray. One-on-one fast break. And here's Bogdanovich for three. They get it back to take the lead. Nailed from three-point land. Now it's a three-point Hawks lead.
What a play by Bogey, rising to the challenge in a big moment.
And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Murray outside. To the paint. Here's Bogdanovich. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Bogdanovich has got 29.
Defensively, this is the danger of letting Bogdanovich get in rhythm.
Shots good by Williams.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
In overtime here, a minute and a half off the clock. Here's Murray. And he makes good on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 4.
I just love this kid's fearlessness. Goes right at him, draws contact. It doesn't matter to him.
Williams a screen on Murray. And it's White missing.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
Williams with the block. And he recovers it. A three from Bogdanovich. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Pass to Edwards. Kicks it to Williams. Over Hunter. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Total readiness from Patrick. Got his feet set and just waiting for his number to be called.
This one for 3. Again, the miss by Murray. Right the pass to Levine. It's Edwards on the wing. Williams has a screen for Edwards. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
What impresses me about DeJounte Murray is how multidimensional he is. He does a little of everything, adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
For 3, Levine. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
And this is why they turn to Levine. What a shot. Come through in a big way.
Had to foul him on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game. Chicago with the ball.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play. And then, of course, they also need to foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Here's Chicago. Now the feed to Edwards. Count that bucket.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Edwards. That shot misses.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And so it's Atlanta with the W. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And now, let's check in with David Ault. All right, David, thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.